those of the owners, management, or advertisers of Pacific Telestations Inc. This message has been brought to you by the stations of KUAM.
You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. Great show tonight. I have a good friend, Senator Mike Limtiaco, and he looks so, man, you're glowing. You have a different glow. You know? Anyway, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You don't seem stuffy shirt anymore. You
no,
know?
yeah, no, I'm in a good place.
Yeah, a good place. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I want to talk about your experience. First of all, you had some family situations, of course, you're dealing with and all that, but why didn't you run for the 33rd Guam legislature?
Well, you know, one of the issues was, you know, looking back at my childhood and realizing how much fun I had as a child, and you know, my parents and especially my father being such a big part of that, racing motorcycles, and you know, him always taking us out, me and my older brothers, and you know, with the passing of my father last year, it had a big impact on my view of life, and you know, where I am with my family. I have a 2-year-old son, Leo, and an 8-year-old daughter, Ava, and of course my beautiful wife, Tracy. And you know, I need to focus on my family right now. You know, with the passing of my father, it changed my perspective, and I want to focus on my family right now, but I really enjoyed my time in the legislature, and
it's being fair to the people. I'm telling them, hey, I need to concentrate on my family.
Yeah, you know, like anybody's rule of thumb, right? Family first. If mama's happy and the family's happy, you're better at your job, and you do a lot better in life. So, you know, I'm going to focus on my family, but I still leave the door open to serving the public, and
I wasn't going to get to that yet, but because you know, I'm not even going to ask you when, because you have a young family.
Right. Yeah. So you know, I don't want to miss out on those great years of my kids being so young and impressionable, and making sure that I'm a father to them first.
Great. Yeah. But going in, I mean, when you look at the campaign now, how would you describe this campaign? Because you came in midterm. Okay, you came in midterm. This is a gubernatorial campaign, so you have not really been through a gubernatorial campaign per se. You got in through a midterm. And you're still involved, actually. You're still very involved with campaign and trying to get your colleagues reelected, and new colleagues, and I'm sure the administration elected as well. Yeah. I'm sure you're still involved in that. But how would you describe the difference between this campaign, a gubernatorial campaign, and a midterm campaign that you were involved with?
Well, there's definitely a lot going on, and it's such a machine. You know, when you have you know, take Governor Calvo and Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio's team of supporters. When you couple the gubernatorial campaign with the senatorial campaign, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the amount of turnout you get. It's the exposure that you get. So for those candidates that are running, you're exposed to a lot more people, and you have a lot more opportunities to get in front of people, listen to their issues, and of course, you know, do your elevator speech and try and get them to understand what you're about, and what, you know, what ideas that you have. So, you know, for those 15 candidates that are running, they have a great opportunity, and I encourage them, and I encourage anybody out there as well that's considering running for office, that whether it's during the gubernatorial campaign or the senatorial campaign, to go for it, do your best, and take that leap of faith to try and do something good for your island.
Sure. Now, going in, of course, you ran a very successful campaign. You got in high numbers and all that. Very successful campaign. What prompted you to want to run in the first place?
Well, you know, my father was highly involved in your show, as well as Ray Gibson's show, and my dad's always been, you know, a proponent of at least giving his opinion and being involved. Whether or not it changed anybody's mind or not, it didn't matter, because it was the being involved that mattered. And I think, you know, when you look back at that, and I look at my platform and what I ran on, it was the same thing. It was, you know, there were some things in my platform that were very anti-establishment, reducing senatorial pay, delinking from Supreme Court judges' pay, which I was successful at doing. running a frugal office, much like a former Senator Bob Klitsky did. I mean, he had it right there, and I wish all of my colleagues could do that. We're getting ready to introduce a bill now that would appropriate somewhere between $65,000 to $75,000 of our budget that we saved during the term to the hospital. You know, and so it's really focusing on those issues that are always going to be there: the hospital, education, public safety, and making a difference in.
And it'll probably still be there when you seek office again.
It will still be there. It will still have issues with busing.
Bring out the old brochures.
Yeah, and it's funny because our party unveiled our Republican platform
Last night, right?
And it's very similar to the platform that during the senatorial campaign in 2012. So those issues don't change, and those people that pursue it, the 15 candidates that are doing it right now, they have a long way to go to try and help overcome those issues, because they've been here since the 50s. They'll still be here in 2025, but it's the concerted effort and willingness to help the island that matters.
Yeah. And not to say that when you ran the midterm that the party was involved or the administration was involved, because whether administration, the party's always involved anyway to help you guys get reelected. But now it's real focused energy, because now everybody is in the fray. Everybody's in the mix of this. So again, so they have that added bonus of having, of course, an administration run or a big party backing them, especially the ones, the senatorial candidates that maybe don't quite have the means to put out the ads and things of that nature, or maybe have the manpower to go out and maybe canvass the streets of Guam and things like that. You have a party, you have an administration that you're involved with that helps you do all that.
Yeah, and you know what, those that helped, my success was mainly due to those village leaders that just saw me working, and they said, okay, you show me that you want to work for this, and we're going to help you. And every village leader that during the senatorial campaign in 2012, they saw me out there pounding the pavement. My dad was out there, my parents, I even took my son Leo one time, so it really is the village leaders that make it happen, the village leaders for the party as well as the mayors, because they want to see whether you're in it to win it, and when you show them that, they're behind you. So I couldn't thank the village leaders more, because really that's where that's how you get to where you need to be.
So and the candidates that you have right now, of course, you have all of your colleagues that you're serving currently with right now. All of them are running for re-election. You have new candidates coming up. How do you see this crop of, I guess, Republicans asking for people's votes out there?
It's great. It's very diverse. You have like Glenn Leon Guerrero, for example, in the private sector. So you have a very good private sector component. You have Felix Beneventi in as well. That I know that he was very active in rezoning and land management. So you have some expertise there. Michelle Taitanos.
Your wife is with the GLUC, right?
Yes, my wife's with the GLUC. So she's not very hot on lobbyists coming in there. But I know him from that, and I know he has some expertise in that. Very well educated too. Felix Beneventi is. You have Michelle Taitanos, Will Castro. You have a lot of good candidates. Roland Bloss is making another run for it, and Roland Bloss, if you've ever been to any of the pocket meetings, he's just a blast to listen to. So we have a very diverse group of individuals, and I think that's what makes it special, is that you have people from all over that are going to fill in those gaps where instead of being one-sided business and one-sided government, you have a lot of expertise and a sharing of ideas.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back to talk about what it was like, or what it's like to be in there.
Sure, yeah.
Be right back.